welcome back to yet another episode. I know I'm posting a lot of these every day. I understand that not everyone likes that kind of record style, but I'd rather do that than have these just charged up. So that gives you guys lots of content to watch throughout the next few days when I'm like busy with work or something like that. In the last episode, we defeated Fuego, the King of Flames, and saved Vinini. Finally got it right, and his butler friend. We
At the
purchased some
house of
great items
Vanini.
from his butler. I'm sorry, that's a name I will not say. And now we get to do some fun
I
stuff.
always welcome friends.
First up, we're gonna just talk.
Of course you're curious. Pulcinella has been restored thanks to you. In a small way. Mostly it was me, but genius never rests. Except for beauty rest. Pulcinella isn't just my butler. He's my family. The only one I have left, really. I won't forget what you've done for us. If you ever need anything or find yourself in a spot of trouble, call on your friend Venigni. I always welcome friends. No one, not even I, know what started the puppet frenzy. Why? That day of all days. It was horrible. A violent rampage of murder and mayhem that is seared into my memory for all time. And it was never supposed to happen again. I made sure of it. Designed a few special parts to ensure they'd remain loyal. Puppet armies do not arise by chance. There was intent behind this. I don't want to leap to conclusions, but the only one I know with that kind of power is the King of Puppets himself. We need to learn how this happened.
Grindstones. These imbue your weapon temporarily with a specific element or buff. In our case, we can imbue it with either fire or electricity. Remember, a lot of enemies in this game are weak to certain elements. Electricity is great against puppets, where fire is great against an enemy type we're about to encounter either this episode or very soon. For that reason, I will be equipping this. I would equip this, but we don't really have much use for it for the time being. We will later, don't worry.
Amatsa, that is one slick prototype. You think...
Felicitous salutations, my friends. My name is Signor Lorenzini Venigni. No doubt my reputation precedes me. I come to you with only the most peaceful intentions, and as a true friend of craft. Behold, Venigni Works, where we will honor the city of Krat's history while forging her brilliant future. When I broke ground on this place, we broke ground. I certainly didn't do it all personally. This was a simply empty space, a blank canvas. But in the hands of a maestro, it became a work of art. All my life, from boyhood to this very day, I have been derided for my, let's say, single-minded focus on a lifelong obsession with building animated, automatic, autonomous automata. But today, just look before you. Venini Works is ready to start building the future. Krat's golden era is waiting to be built. A dream of the future we can only create together. Help me make this future come true. Join us, for this moment in history will happen only once. Join Venini, your friend for life.
I always welcome...
Now it's time. So we have a few options now. We could always switch our Legion arm. We could craft them, and we could modify them. So we have several options here for crafting our Legion arms. I don't think we have all the parts we need for some of this stuff, but it shows on the bottom left there what we need. We have the required item that we need for the Flamberg. We don't have any other way to craft anything, so I'm not going to get into the rest of it. So our next option is Flamberg. But importantly, we can now modify them. So out of all the weapons we now have possessed, we cannot upgrade our Legion arm, the starting Legion arm, the Fist of Iron, I think that's what they call that. But we can upgrade our Puppet String, our Fomentis, and our Flameberg. So, Puppet String, a Legion arm that can release a wire. It can be sprung around an enemy to drag it toward you or to move you toward it. Wait. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. With one Legion caliber, you can get Trace. Press and hold the Legion arm button to track an enemy. I see. Okay. It's not the best, but you do need to get them in order to get all three. I'm not going to read the other levels until we can actually get them. We have Fomentis, which is an electric thing. We know what it is. Enables moving while charging electric blitz. Pretty good. I'm not going to go for it, though. As good as this was, it's kind of not useful for us anymore moving forward. And then we have the Flameberg, a Legion arm that's basically a flamethrower. Increases fire attack range. As much as I want to get Trace and start working on Puppet String, I think I'm going to go with this. This is just going to be a really useful one for us to get. So I'm going to go with Wave of Fire. From this point on, though, I think I'm going to start working towards getting this fully upgraded. I won't be showing anything further. But we'll be coming back to this from time to time in order to upgrade and purchase new items. I quickly want to go out here. And I forgot to equip our Flameberg. What the hell am I thinking? Give me a second, guys. Switch Legion arm. Flameberg, baby. Let's do this. Skills mostly with motivity and advance. Gotcha. It looks like a bird. I didn't see the base 1 version of it, so I think I missed out on that, but I think each one changes its look slightly based on what level it is. So yeah, really nice. Flamethrower, good range. But more importantly, cannot use with the current weapon. Okay, I gotta change my weapon real quick. Let's equip this, our glaive. By holding guard and then square, you now can imbue your weapons with elements. This is temporary, but Jesus Christ, is it good. You're going to be using this mechanic often. It's by far one of the most important mechanics to get a mastery of, in my opinion. And to recharge your grindstone element, you rest at a star geyser, or gazer, and you can switch them at any point. We're going to stick with fire, though. Fire is going to be very crucial very soon. Before we move on, I quickly want to check our inventory. We have this and this. I don't think we have a quartz, so I'm not going to bother with that.
Welcome to Hout.
You have nothing new to say, yada yada. Please tell me there's a guy we can talk to over here. Not yet. Okay. Well, we got something good at least. I think we get that soon, actually. Yeah, I think we do get it really soon. Weapon, we got the thing, we got the grinder. Yeah, I think we're ready to move on, guys. At long last, we're finally leaving the hotel once again to continue our journey. To continue on, you're gonna go to the center of the Vigini Works. I said it wrong again. I'm getting used to it. It will take some time. But now he's on our side, so hey, we're in a good place. Oh, well, actually, you know, I kind of wanted to actually upgrade this. I've thought about it for a while, and I think I want to stick using this weapon for a little while. Not for the whole playthrough, just temporarily. I want to upgrade it at least once, though, so we can get a better stat line a bit. Sorry about that.
I know my way around a weapon.
So this... Oh, I don't have the weapon to use it. Never mind. We won't be upgrading the glaive. That's okay. Alter handle. Can we at least do this? No, we can't. I probably can. I have the stuff for it, but... Yeah, I wouldn't really want to do it anyway. There's no point to upgrading any of these. Alright, we're sticking with level 1 glaive. Okay, moving on. I didn't think we didn't have that. Okay. I thought I did, actually, but whatever. Back to the ironworks. There's nothing further for us to do at the factory, so we're going to basically move on. These barrels explode if you hit them. Fire canister. I think that's a consumable fire grenade. We do have some straggler puppets left, but for the most part, the main weapon type or enemy type will be changing. Maybe I will switch back to our other weapon. I won't be able to imbue it, but at the very least, it's going to help us through this area at least. Ow! I'm okay. That didn't hurt. A lot. Yeah, that was a better choice. Alright. We'll switch back eventually, don't worry. It's not going to be much longer. Ooh, a mining cave. Oh yeah, this area. Explosives and explosives, my favorite genre. Back off. Kill off the guys that are throwing stuff at us so we can worry about a little bit less. I think that guy can't hit us from here. Sorry for my cussing. Moving on. I think I know what this is. Yes! Big pipe wrench head and handle. I think this is mostly all motivity. Yeah, literally no advance, but yeah, it gives us even... It charges our pulse cells a bit more, and we have one new attack type. Yeah, so we have Patient Smash. We've already seen this. It's a big, strong hit that costs just one. It's hold down for more damage. In addition to that, we have Payback Swing for a strong forward slash. Use it immediately after guarding for an attack far more powerful. Oh, I'm slightly heavy though, but you know what? For this weapon, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, this weapon's pretty fun. It's not my absolute favorite weapon yet, but we're getting there. I think we're pretty good to go down. Yeah, so I'll smash these. Sorry, that was weird. Alright, so the barrels you can lock on, be careful. And I'm 99% positive you can view it. Yes! Enjoy my wrench, bench. I don't know. It's a slow weapon, but I like it a lot. Hidden Moonstone. Can we please get the Dark Moonstones? That's the ones that we need to upgrade our more special weapons. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, so that might be time for me to wrap it up, and I'm not super soon, but maybe another, let me see what time it is, 1 o'clock, about another 2 or 3 episodes, and that's about it for the day. Yeah, I have no clue how many episodes are uploaded now on YouTube. I've been slowly uploading each one that I've recorded. Alright, bro. Star Fragment. Man, I'm getting a lot of those. That's good. Dark Moon. Yes. Next time we go to a, what's its name? I'm going to, which is actually, we do have another amulet coming up. I'm going to re-equip this. I just rather have its higher attack speed for the enemy coming up. Which way do we go? I think we want to go, no, this way is the dead end. It's a cave-in. Okay. We want to go up. Oh, I see it. There's the big boy. Okay. How you doing, guy? How you doing? I want to test. Oh. I love it. Okay, shit out fire, so let's back off so we don't take burn damage. Hey, I just defeated your dad, you gotta chill. And again, a lot of people do chill out in big parts. That was a bad joke. Carrier's amulet, okay. That might be worth equipping at some point. This increases our weight limit, which could be pretty good early game. Definitely keep that in mind. Right now I won't equip it, but yeah, that's gonna be a fun one to have somewhat soon. And with that, we arrived to Moonlight Town, at least outskirts of it. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a short break. We did a lot of great progress. I got to Area 4. That's crazy. Sorry for that. I had to stretch. There we go. I need to get some food in me. I'm not going to be eating till later today, so I want to get some food in me now. So let's quickly check out the Stargazer. I want to
I'll use my power.
Level up. Nah. We won't spend anything. No, I do need to use that, so I will use a 300, and I'll use 2 100s to have some ergo. I'll save the rest for later. For the level up, I'm gonna put it in capacity. And then I'm gonna go speak with Eugenia to get an upgrade for my glaive, because that's the weapon I want to use for the time being, for the upcoming area.
I know my way around a weapon.
I bet you do. Dark Moon Moonstone of the Covenant. These are required for special weapons. The special weapons are typically the kind of weapons that don't have a handle or blade part. It's just both in one. These kind of weapons you cannot separate whatsoever, but they usually have a lot of great stuff to make up for it. I will be upgrading this to +1, so we can have a little better damage output on that, and I will be using some of my hidden moonstones that I've collected to upgrade. To tell you the truth, I don't really care about any of the stuff we have currently. I don't like any of these that much. I was waiting to say that. I think my favorite one is probably the one I've been using the longest, which is the coil sticks. The coil stick head. I personally don't use a lot of the handle blade combinations. I typically run the kind of weapons that the glaive is, the special weapons, because it's closer to Dark Souls and stuff, and that's just kind of what I prefer. Forgive me. I'm a novice. I know. So bad. Okay. We did not equip one of our new things. So I don't know what we're going to be fighting up against soon, so... I think I'm just going to keep this on for right now until I figure out what kind of weapons we're going to be dealing with. All kinds of different enemies use different kinds of things, so I think that's the best option. As big of a waste as that was. You know what? No, we're going to equip one. So we have more slash resistance, more strike resistance, or more... what's this called? More pierce and then more strike. I only lose a very slight pierce and slash here. It's honestly not that big of the deal. It's very marginal. I think I'm going to go with pierce resistance because that has the highest of the three. So I like that. And I'm going to be switching off of Puppet Destroyer's Amulet. We're not going to be fighting a lot of puppets from this point forward, with some exceptions. This is kind of useless for us. I'd rather have something that's a bit more useful. I'm going to equip the Swordsmanship Master's Amulet. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why. Look on the top right. It's like glitching out a little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, yeah, Swordsmanship Amulet. This is good for later down the road, but right now this is kind of what the layout I want to use is. We are ready to move on. And with that, I'm going to be taking a brief break, and then I'll see you guys back here for Moonlight 10.